Hello, everyone. Robert Garza. I'm fortunate to serve as the president of Palo Alto College. We are here with Jennifer Flores, our director of student life. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, Jennifer, we have been in a pandemic with COVID-19 now for just about a year, and it has been really overwhelming. And one of the things that we have valued at Palo Alto College is student engagement and community and connecting with students. And now that students can't be on campus, we've been kind of talking about how we can better engage students while they're no longer on site. So can you tell us a little bit about what your team has been doing and what your office has been doing to continue engaging with students?
Yes, definitely. So we're very fortunate that we have a creative staff on board with Student Life. Again, they're also collaborative, so working with other departments across the college to ensure we have that student engagement outside of the classroom. So what we do is we understand that social media is the best outlet to reach our students. So really getting the students feedback and providing polls, asking what they would like us to provide for them. And so we've been really fortunate with that and having our students engage and really guiding what it is that we're doing in student life and the activities that we're providing.
Well, let me ask you one activity in specific, because this is also something that folks have really been talking about on a national level. Is this term of and this idea of stagnation? So we find ourselves more in front of a computer. Students are not as active as perhaps they would be on campus and getting that movement. Are there any activities that Student Life are doing to kind of help students kind of relieve that stress a little bit and perhaps get a little bit more active and get some movement?
Yes, so we do provide weekly social circles for our students. And again, it's all about the student feedback and really gauging how we're getting them to connect with other students across campus that they have not had the opportunity to meet. And so during these events, the students have made various comments about how they really look forward to this one activity a week, and it really helps with their mental health because they get to talk about anything really that they want. We've invited our mental health counselors to come in and really guide some of those questions. So it's just really nice to hear that feedback from our students that this is just another way to connect because we can't be in person at this time. We've also collaborated with the Advocacy Center and providing opportunities for students to get outside of the house in a safe and social distance environment through our pop-up market. So again, being able to give back to our community and to connect with one another.
Jennifer, what about, so you've talked about student feedback. What's some of the feedback or some of the things that you've been hearing from students over the course of the year as they haven't been really able to be coming to campus to engage? And, have they been able to continue with student organizations, or, so what have you heard from them? And then how are they being able to connect with some of the student clubs that are available?
Yeah, so we heard from students, again, what they want us to do. They really have enjoyed the food demos. So being able to try new cooking activities, foods that they wouldn't typically be able to cook or even think of cooking. So we've had that opportunity. In regards to the student organizations, during the month of February, we highlight all of our student orgs through Club Rush. So posting all of their information on our social media and Alamo experience and really engaging them and telling them that there are opportunities for them even in this virtual environment. And so just being creative. And I think that's what our students really want, is just something creative and something to do that's fun, right? Because they're in the classroom and they're learning. And so this is just another avenue for the students to engage with one another. So yes.
All right. And what advice would you provide? So let's say we have students that will be starting with us in the next fall 2021 as they're coming in, and a lot of the students have been going through virtual high school and have and many of our students have been experiencing a virtual college. What advice would you give to a new student that's starting out at Palo Alto College?
The advice that I would give them is really understand the resources that are provided through them, not only through the Office of Student Life, but all of the departments, the tutoring services that are available to them, the library, you know, they have their virtual engagement as well. The resources provided through our Share Center. I know that we are also going to be providing a health clinic for our students that may not have access to insurance. So really just taking advantage of the resources providing and ask questions. That's one thing about Palo Alto College is that no matter what department you're in, if a student has a question, they will connect you to the right resource that they need.
Yeah, I think that that's so important. So students being able to ask questions, to get involved. There's always something for students to do at Palo Alto College, you know, really exploring those tutoring opportunities, perhaps even learning a new cooking recipe demonstration. So absolutely amazing. I'll tell you that student life is really one of those cornerstones that could really help students be successful because of all the engagement pieces, and then students networking amongst their peers, having those opportunities to connect possibly to some business and industry through experiential learning or some of the job apprenticeships and internships that we have available for all students. And so as we kind of wrap up this conversation, what is the one thing that every student should know when coming to Palo Alto College? And, you know, really as a capstone, how do you see us moving forward when students come in and say, hey, you know what, I think this is a place for me. What's that one more piece of advice, that one thing that everybody should know when coming to Palo Alto?
That one thing would be equality. I feel like our college really welcomes every individual that comes on campus, and that they never turn them away from a service. Again, just connecting them with the resources that they need. And I think that's one thing that Palo Alto prides itself in, and we're a family. And I think that really comes across when you walk on campus. You really get that feeling.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. I think that is the best thing that every student should know is when you come to Palo Alto College, or even just for perhaps just because you're within our community, that you're part of the Palo Alto College family, and that we're here to help you in any way that we possibly can. And I think that that is a pretty profound message, because we really mean it. When we say corazón, the heart of the community, we truly mean it, because we're all in it together, and we want all of our students to be successful. And that really begins in the engagement that you're doing with student life, and the amazing team that you have going together, particularly during these challenging and troubling times with COVID-19. But we want to thank you for the opportunity to meet with you today, to share your story on student life and with your team. Thank you so much, and have an amazing and wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.